Alright guys, so I'm back and I know that I seem a little bit fresher than before. It's pretty much because the last part of this particular video, which is the first part, was actually more of a sad one, more so than it was like me being excited, energized for the future. But this one is going to be way more exciting. Hopefully you're watching the video with intent. So I'm Tyquan Love, as you know. This is my channel. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Regarding the breakup, this is part 2, I'm gonna let you know that the breakup was really messy. It wasn't what the ideal breakup should be. We were not in person. We were over the phone. I was out of town. I wasn't even in town. I wanted it to be in person, but it just didn't happen that way. There were times that he would storm out and leave. And like I said, I'm talking about, you know who, from the last video, Brandon. He would storm out, he would leave here from my apartment. And, you know, there were things that just didn't seem right. He would get upset, you know, he would automatically feel as if I was attacking him because of certain things that I would say. It just became very unhealthy towards the end. So I did take some time, and it was, you know, pretty much something that I didn't tell him. After we had an issue one night, he left and we were gonna break up that night. We didn't. We both decided to sleep on it, and then the next day I took some time to myself, he took some time to himself, and then I ended up leaving. I went out of town and I didn't let him know that I was going. Now mind you, my location on my iPhone is always on for him. I just recently turned it off, actually, I think this Friday. I've been broken up already for at least, you know, 5 or 6 days. So when I left the house, there was no question that he didn't know that I left. When I got back here 5 days later, there was no question, he still knew, because after we broke up, I still left my location on for him. The minute he left my house, the 2 weeks before today, he immediately turned his location off for me. We have always had conversations about testing. I don't believe in testing people to see how much they love you, to see how much they want to be with you. I believe in actually doing what you said you're going to do. So once he did that, it let me know that he had checked out of the relationship. So I didn't want to string him along, and I didn't want him to string me along. So when he decided to break up with me, I think he put his location back on for me, kind of to let me know that, hey, you know, I want you to know where I'm at, you know, XYZ or whatever. But it was kind of, you know, confusing to me. Why would you do something like that? That's just kind of crazy. So just so you know, like, it just wasn't, you know, a conducive relationship for either one of us. There were parts that I had done incorrectly or bad, you know, in his eyes. And there were things that he had done incorrectly or bad in my eyes. I never seeked out anyone to be perfect. I've always explained that to him, that I'm not perfect, and, you know, I may be perfect for you, but I'm not a perfect person. So if you're expecting something to be this way, that way, this way, that way, or me to be a particular way based off of, you know, what you've seen in the past, then that's not going to be healthy. You are going to only get out of what you put into the relationship. And I know that firsthand. I've been in a couple of relationships before this one. So basically it was a whole mess. Brandon just wasn't for me, honestly. He was not the person that I thought he was from the beginning. There were some times that I questioned, well, on one hand, you're saying that you're a trusting person from the beginning, but on the other hand, you're so guarded, you can't trust a person from the beginning. So it was kind of confusing to me. How can you be trustworthy in the beginning, or trusting rather, and then on the next hand, you're like, okay, well, I don't want to tell you too much because if I do, then you're gonna have this information, that information. It just didn't make sense to me. It was backwards to me. So anyway, that's pretty much it when it comes to that situation. I am single again. I'm ready to mingle. Call me. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I'm good. I'm single. I'm gonna just, you know, like I said, live my life. Like I said in the early video, be with my family, my friends. You know, create a space for work-life balance, and also try to pursue my PhD program that I've been so wanting to do so very badly for the last 3 years. Now, I can safely say that this concludes that series of the breakup part 2 between Tyquan and Brandon. Deuces.